Facing challenges as opportunities for growth is a transformative perspective that empowers individuals to navigate life's difficulties with resilience and purpose. Challenges are an inevitable part of life, and they often come uninvited and unexpected. However, the way you perceive and respond to these challenges can determine whether they hinder your progress or become stepping stones for growth. Embracing challenges as opportunities begins with a mindset shift, seeing them not as obstacles but as platforms for learning, development, and refinement. At the heart of this concept is the belief that every challenge carries within it a lesson. Life's adversities are often disguised teachers, revealing aspects of ourselves that we might not otherwise confront. For example, encountering a significant professional setback might force you to evaluate your skills, strategies, and decision-making processes. While the immediate experience of failure may feel disheartening, it can provide valuable insights that lead to better outcomes in the future. When you approach challenges with curiosity and an openness to learn, you unlock their potential to refine your abilities and build your character. Adopting this perspective requires reframing how you view discomfort and difficulty. It's natural to want to avoid pain, whether it's emotional, physical, or psychological. However, growth rarely occurs within the confines of comfort. Challenges push you beyond your limits, exposing you to new experiences and forcing you to develop skills you didn't previously possess. For instance, someone who is shy might find public speaking intimidating. Yet, by confronting this fear and taking steps to improve, such as practicing in front of small groups or seeking coaching, they may discover a newfound confidence and ability to communicate effectively. In this way, the challenge becomes a gateway to personal transformation. Another critical aspect of facing challenges as opportunities is resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity. Challenges often test your strength, resolve, and patience, but resilience enables you to persevere in the face of setbacks. Building resilience involves cultivating a mindset that acknowledges challenges as temporary and surmountable. This doesn't mean denying the difficulty of the situation or suppressing emotions. Rather, it's about maintaining hope and determination to overcome obstacles. For example, an athlete recovering from a major injury might feel frustrated by the slow progress, but focusing on small milestones and celebrating incremental improvements can help sustain motivation and foster a positive outlook. Viewing challenges as opportunities also involves embracing uncertainty and taking calculated risks. Growth often requires stepping into the unknown, where outcomes are not guaranteed. This can be daunting, but it's also where some of the most significant opportunities for development lie. For instance, starting a new business or pursuing a career change might feel risky, but these decisions often lead to personal and professional growth that wouldn't be possible within the safety of the familiar. By recognizing that uncertainty is an inherent part of progress, you can approach challenges with greater courage and confidence. A key element of turning challenges into growth opportunities is adopting a problem-solving mindset. Challenges often present themselves as puzzles to be solved, and approaching them with a solution-oriented attitude can make them feel less overwhelming. This involves breaking down the challenge into manageable parts, identifying resources and support systems, and taking proactive steps to address the issue. For example, if you're struggling to meet a tight deadline at work, instead of panicking, you can prioritize tasks, delegate responsibilities, and communicate your needs to your team. This approach not only helps you overcome the immediate challenge, but also strengthens your problem-solving skills for future situations. Challenges also provide opportunities to build emotional intelligence. Facing adversity often requires managing emotions like frustration, fear, and disappointment while maintaining focus and composure. Developing emotional intelligence involves recognizing and regulating these emotions, as well as empathizing with others who might be affected by the situation. For example, navigating a conflict with a colleague can be challenging, but it's also an opportunity to practice active listening, clear communication, and mutual understanding. These skills not only help resolve the immediate issue, but also enhance your ability to handle interpersonal challenges in the future. Another benefit of facing challenges is the opportunity to develop a growth mindset of belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. A growth mindset encourages you to view challenges as opportunities to improve rather than as evidence of inadequacy. For instance, a student struggling with a difficult subject might initially feel discouraged, but by embracing the challenge and seeking additional help, they can improve their understanding and build confidence in their ability to learn. This mindset fosters resilience and adaptability, which are essential for long-term success. Facing challenges also helps you discover your inner strength and potential. Difficult situations often reveal qualities and capabilities you didn't know you possessed. For example, enduring a personal loss might teach you the depth of your emotional resilience and your ability to support others during difficult times. Similarly, overcoming a significant financial hardship might uncover resourcefulness and determination you hadn't previously recognized. By embracing challenges, you gain a deeper understanding of your own strength and capacity for growth. Moreover, challenges often foster creativity and innovation. When traditional approaches fail, challenges force you to think outside the box and explore new possibilities. For instance, a business facing declining sales might innovate by developing a new product line or adopting a different marketing strategy. Similarly, individuals facing challenges in their personal lives might find creative solutions to balance competing demands or improve their circumstances. By viewing challenges as opportunities to innovate, you not only overcome immediate obstacles, but also cultivate a mindset of adaptability and ingenuity. Finally, challenges provide a unique opportunity to inspire and uplift others. When you face adversity with courage and determination, you become a role model for those around you. Your ability to overcome challenges can motivate others to confront their own difficulties and believe in their ability to grow. Sharing your experiences and lessons learned can create a ripple effect, empowering others to view their challenges as opportunities for growth. For instance, someone who overcomes a serious illness might inspire others by sharing their journey and the strategies they use to stay resilient. This not only amplifies the impact of your personal growth, but also creates a positive legacy that extends beyond yourself. In summary, facing challenges as opportunities for growth is a mindset that transforms adversity into a catalyst for positive change. By embracing discomfort, building resilience, taking risks, solving problems, and learning from failure, you can turn even the most difficult situations into valuable lessons and stepping stones toward personal and professional development. Challenges test your character, refine your skills, and reveal your inner strength, ultimately preparing you for greater success and fulfillment. Cultivating discipline through small, consistent actions is a cornerstone for achieving meaningful progress in any area of life. Discipline isn't about grand gestures or sudden transformations, it's about the daily choices that align with your long-term goals. These small actions may seem insignificant in isolation, but over time they accumulate into significant results. The essence of discipline lies in showing up every day, committing to the process, and staying consistent even when motivation wanes. The foundation of discipline begins with understanding the power of small steps. Many people set lofty goals only to feel overwhelmed by the enormity of what they aim to achieve. By breaking those goals into manageable tasks, you create a clear roadmap to success. For example, someone who wants to run a marathon might start by jogging for 5 minutes a day. Although 5 minutes might seem trivial, it establishes a habit and builds the foundation for longer runs. Over time, these small efforts snowball, turning what once seemed impossible into a routine achievement. Consistency is the bridge between intention and results. Without it, even the most ambitious plans remain unrealized. Consistency doesn't mean perfection, it means persistence. There will be days when you feel tired, distracted, or unmotivated, but discipline calls for showing up regardless. It's in these moments of resistance that true growth occurs. For instance, a student preparing for exams might feel tempted to skip a study session after a long day. However, even dedicating 15 minutes to reviewing material reinforces the habit of learning and prevents procrastination from gaining a foothold. One of the most effective ways to cultivate discipline is to establish routines. Routines create structure and reduce the mental energy required to make decisions. When you incorporate specific actions into your daily schedule, they become automatic, freeing you from relying on fleeting motivation. For example, someone aiming to improve their fitness might schedule workouts at the same time each day. By treating this time as non-negotiable, they eliminate the internal debate about whether or not to exercise. Over time, this routine becomes ingrained, making it easier to stay disciplined. Accountability also plays a crucial role in maintaining discipline. When you hold yourself accountable or enlist the support of others, you're more likely to follow through on your commitments. This could involve tracking your progress, sharing your goals with a trusted friend, or joining a community that shares your aspirations. For example, someone learning a new language might track their daily practice in an app, or join a group class for added accountability. These external checks serve as reminders of your dedication and reinforce your commitment to small, consistent actions. Another critical aspect of cultivating discipline is learning to manage your environment. Your surroundings significantly influence your ability to stay consistent. By eliminating distractions and setting up cues that encourage action, you make it easier to follow through on your goals. For instance, someone trying to eat healthier might prepare meals in advance or keep nutritious snacks readily available. Similarly, removing temptations like disabling social media notifications while working creates a focused environment that supports disciplined behavior. Discipline also requires patience and a long-term perspective. Results from consistent effort often take time to materialize, and it's easy to become discouraged when progress feels slow. However, the compound effect of small actions is powerful, even if it's not immediately visible. Consider a writer who commits to writing 500 words a day. While 500 words might seem inconsequential, this practice adds up to 182,500 words over a year, enough to complete multiple books. By focusing on the process rather than the outcome, you build resilience and trust in the effectiveness of consistent effort. Another critical element is learning to embrace discomfort. Discipline often involves doing things that are challenging or inconvenient, but these moments of discomfort are where growth happens. For example, waking up early to exercise may feel unpleasant at first, but over time, it becomes a habit that strengthens your resolve and improves your fitness. Each time you push through discomfort, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of overcoming resistance, which builds both discipline and confidence. A wise person recognizes the subtle but significant impact of constant complainers and those entrenched in a victim mentality. These individuals view life through a lens of perpetual dissatisfaction, finding fault with circumstances, people, or opportunities without offering solutions or taking responsibility. While their grievances may sometimes be valid, the incessant focus on negativity can drain the energy and optimism of those around them, creating a toxic emotional environment. For someone seeking growth, peace, and positivity, disengaging from these behaviors is a necessary step. The constant complainer often fixates on what's wrong in their life or the world at large, failing to see the blessings, solutions, or opportunities available. These individuals tend to magnify minor issues, creating mountains out of molehills and spreading their pessimistic outlook to others. A wise person understands that this negativity, if absorbed or tolerated over time, can diminish one's ability to maintain hope and resilience. Complaining can become contagious, subtly influencing others to adopt a similar outlook, which can undermine collective progress and individual well-being. Similarly, those with a victim mentality approach life with a sense of helplessness and blame. They view themselves as powerless against external forces, refusing to take responsibility for their actions or seek constructive ways to improve their circumstances. This mentality often leads to cycles of self-pity, deflection, and dependency. A wise person recognizes that constantly engaging with such individuals can result in frustration, as no amount of advice, encouragement, or support seems to penetrate their wall of negativity. This behavior consumes emotional energy, leaving little room for positive, reciprocal connections. Cutting off such individuals begins with awareness. A wise person evaluates the impact these relationships have on their emotional health, productivity, and perspective. They notice patterns of draining conversations where the complainer or victim seems more invested in venting than in finding solutions. While everyone has difficult moments and needs support from time to time, the key difference lies in intention. A wise person distinguishes between someone experiencing a temporary hardship and someone who habitually chooses negativity as their default response. Setting boundaries is an essential part of disengaging from constant complainers and victim mentalities. A wise person learns to redirect conversations when they spiral into unproductive complaints or self-pity. They might gently encourage the individual to consider solutions, shift their perspective, or focus on gratitude. However, when such efforts are consistently met with resistance or dismissal, the wise person recognizes that their energy is better spent elsewhere. They understand that trying to help someone who refuses to help themselves is a futile exercise that only depletes their own reserves. Sometimes cutting off these individuals requires minimizing contact altogether. This might involve avoiding prolonged interactions, steering clear of certain social settings, or limiting the depth of conversations. A wise person prioritizes relationships that uplift and inspire, rather than those that perpetuate negativity and drain their spirit. While this can feel uncomfortable, especially if the complainer or victim is someone close, the long-term benefits of protecting one's emotional health outweigh the short-term discomfort of distancing. The decision to disengage from constant complainers and victim mentality holders is not rooted in judgment or lack of compassion. A wise person understands that these individuals often carry deep-seated pain, unresolved trauma, or unmet needs. However, they also recognize that enabling or tolerating such behavior does not help the individual grow or heal. In fact, by stepping away, the wise person creates an opportunity for the other party to reflect on their behavior and potentially seek change. Another reason for cutting off these individuals is the impact they have on one's mindset and goals. Maintaining a positive, proactive attitude is crucial for achieving personal and professional success. Constant exposure to complaints and victim narratives can chip away at this positivity, fostering doubt, frustration, or cynicism. A wise person values their mindset as a critical asset and takes deliberate steps to protect it. They understand that surrounding themselves with solution-oriented, encouraging individuals fosters creativity, resilience, and motivation. Moreover, disengaging from complainers and victim mentalities allows a wise person to focus on their own growth and responsibilities. Time and energy are finite resources, and pouring them into unproductive relationships detracts from opportunities to pursue meaningful goals, nurture supportive connections, or contribute positively to others. A wise person acknowledges that letting go of draining relationships creates space for healthier dynamics and personal advancement. Cutting off constant complainers and victim mentality holders also sets a powerful example. By choosing not to indulge in negativity or enable unhelpful behaviors, a wise person demonstrates the importance of accountability, gratitude, and proactive problem solving. This silent but impactful stance can inspire others to evaluate their own behaviors and relationships, fostering a ripple effect of growth and positivity. While the complainer or victim may not immediately recognize the lesson, the act of stepping away reinforces the value of constructive attitudes and self-responsibility. It is also worth noting that cutting off these individuals does not necessarily mean abandoning them entirely. A wise person may choose to maintain a limited relationship while clearly defining the boundaries of acceptable behavior. For instance, they might engage in neutral or positive topics while steering clear of habitual complaints or blame shifting. This approach balances compassion with self-preservation, allowing the wise person to offer support without compromising their own well-being. The process of letting go of complainers and victim mentality holders ultimately empowers a wise person to cultivate a life of intention, peace, and purpose. It reinforces the importance of surrounding oneself with individuals who inspire, uplift, and challenge them to grow. While it is natural to feel a sense of guilt or hesitation when distancing from negative individuals, a wise person trusts in the validity of their decision. They recognize that their energy and time are sacred, and investing in negativity hinders their ability to live fully and authentically. In conclusion, disengaging from constant complainers and those entrenched in a victim mentality is an act of self-care and wisdom. It reflects a commitment to living with purpose, fostering positivity, and protecting one's mental and emotional health. By taking this step, a wise person creates space for growth, gratitude, and meaningful connections, laying the foundation for a life of greater fulfillment and strength. Manipulative and exploitative individuals are among the most harmful to maintain in your life. Their behavior often operates subtly, camouflaged behind charm, feigned vulnerability, or calculated kindness. These people prioritize their self-interest above all else, even at the expense of others' well-being. A wise person recognizes the destructive impact of these relationships and makes the difficult but necessary choice to cut ties. This decision is not about malice or revenge, but about self-preservation and fostering an environment of mutual respect and genuine care. Manipulators are adept at identifying the emotional triggers of others and using them to their advantage. They might exploit your sense of guilt, obligation, or kindness to secure their objectives. For example, they may position themselves as perpetually in need, playing the victim to elicit sympathy and support. While their initial requests might seem reasonable or even compassionate, the pattern becomes clear over time. They are never satisfied, and their dependence grows. A wise person discerns this pattern and understands that enabling such behavior not only drains their resources but also stifles the manipulator's opportunity to take accountability and grow. Exploitative individuals, on the other hand, are often transactional in their approach. They view relationships as opportunities to extract value, whether it's time, money, influence, or emotional labor, without genuine reciprocity. These individuals may disguise their intentions behind flattering words, offers of friendship, or shared goals, but their actions reveal a consistent imbalance. A wise person pays attention to these imbalances and reflects on the toll such relationships take on their energy and trust. Identifying manipulative and exploitative behaviors requires self-awareness and vigilance. A wise person looks for patterns in communication and actions. Are the conversations always about the other person's needs, struggles, or successes, leaving little room for your voice? Do they frequently pressure you into situations that benefit them but inconvenience or harm you? Do they offer help or support only when they stand to gain something in return? These are red flags that a wise person does not ignore, even if the manipulative individual is a long-standing friend, colleague, or family member. Once identified, a wise person takes deliberate steps to address the situation. Confrontation is often necessary but must be handled with clarity and firmness. Explaining how specific actions have been hurtful or exploitative can shed light on the dynamic, though it's important to manage expectations. Manipulative individuals are rarely willing to admit their behavior or change without significant self-reflection, which they are often unwilling to undertake. Therefore, while confrontation can bring awareness, a wise person understands it may not lead to resolution. Setting boundaries is a critical part of disengaging from these relationships. Boundaries serve as a protective shield, ensuring that your time, energy, and resources are not unfairly exploited. A wise person communicates these boundaries clearly, emphasizing their need for mutual respect and fairness. For instance, if a manipulative friend consistently asks for financial help, setting a firm rule against lending money can prevent further exploitation. Similarly, declining to participate in one-sided favors or emotional labor establishes the expectation of balance in the relationship. However, manipulative and exploitative individuals often resist boundaries. They may attempt to guilt trip, argue, or escalate their behavior to regain control. A wise person remains resolute, recognizing these tactics as further evidence of the unhealthy dynamic. They understand that maintaining their boundaries is an act of self-respect, even if it temporarily strains the relationship. The ability to say no without guilt is a powerful tool that protects emotional and mental well-being. For many, the hardest part of cutting off manipulative individuals is the emotional toll. These individuals are often skilled at creating a sense of dependency, making you feel as though your support is essential to their survival or success. This can lead to feelings of guilt or doubt when considering cutting ties. A wise person combats these emotions by focusing on the bigger picture. Enabling manipulation harms both parties. By stepping away, you give the manipulative individual the opportunity to face the consequences of their behavior and potentially grow from the experience. Moreover, disengaging from exploitative individuals creates space for healthier relationships. When your time and energy are no longer consumed by manipulation, you can invest in connections that are reciprocal, supportive, and uplifting. A wise person values relationships built on trust and authenticity, understanding that these are the foundation of true fulfillment and growth. Letting go of toxic dynamics opens the door to deeper connections with those who genuinely care for your well-being.